Are you ready for some voodoo magic? I'm going to release 7 marbles at the same time, down 7 straight rows. Let's look at that one more time. Today I've challenged myself to redesign this whole part and replace it in one single day. And to begin with that, I need to use these test tracks to decide what angle the marble lanes should be in. To measure how much these lanes are angled, I'm using this digital angle finder a little bit everywhere to check. So there we have 10 degrees. Here's 8, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm gonna choose an angle that still works at a 6-degree tilt, so we're safe. So 0 there, 3, 6 degrees. Okay, so all the channels are rolling, even from a still. It's quite amazing to see the difference between the two last channels. How does this work? Each lane has its own angle. So you can see we started the first lane at a 60-degree angle. And the second one, that is a little bit slower, has a 54, 48, 42, 36, and the slowest one has a 24-degree cut angle, which means that the marble is running very close to its center and have a lot of over rotation, which slows the marble down. And seeing now how they're rolling, I'm thinking I can use actually 24 or 30, the two slowest alternatives. This is the 24 degree, and this is the 30 degree. Okay, so I'm going to save this file and start fresh. I love this. A new Hop Again 5 returns. Perfect. Okay, so now I can start the CADing with the two slowest angles, 24 and 30. After some kind of intensive speed CADing, I have done this. It took me a longer time than suspected, but this is such a cleaner version than the whole thing I had last week. So these are my lane angles. On the innermost track, I used the slowest, 24 degrees, but then I did a cool thing. I slowly gradually go up. So on the next tracks are 25 degree, and then we have 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30 degrees. So the longer the track is, a little bit faster it becomes, which I think was kind of funny because perhaps I can keep the marble group going through the marble lanes more next to each other. So this was the previous design. Let me point out some improvements. You see there was not a lot of meat here, kind of brittle, and on the new version I made that very solid. The mounting holes are moved outwards. On the previous version the mounting holes was too close to the marble action, so we had a brittle point there. We're entering the marble divider a little bit earlier, or quite a lot earlier actually. If I put the other on, you can see how that stretches out much further to the right. So I was worried about feeding the early notes of the music. In this track, you can see like from the top that it ends up like already over the second note almost. So let's look at the old one. Yeah, this track ends up down at the 8th note or something like that. I have a much cleaner and shorter timeline. I actually don't have to angle the track. It's worse with a 90 degree because when there's a curve, the marble like kind of want to fly out in the curve. But when the marble is held almost by 90 degree walls, I don't have to do the angle trick that I showed in Friday's video. And here's my tool paths. And I also managed to simplify the manufacturing of this part a lot. Oh, that's too good. They're almost sync. One, two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woohoo! 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom! Check this out. Okay, that took longer than I thought. I've been working for 12 hours to get to this point, so I won't be able to put this on the machine today because I want to do that properly. But let's do a roll test on this angle. So kind of how it will be. Did you see that? That actually makes me really, really happy. Absolutely nailed the speed on channel 1. Okay, it got stuck there, but actually it's not lying right. Yeah, it's perfect. This is more the angle actually. Channel 2. Nice. So the longer one feels kind of fast. Let's do a simultaneous drop. Yes! Did you see that? I consider every video I do something that no one has done in the history of the universe before a successful video. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I'm saying it's never been done. It's a kind of trick of the eye, I think, because it doesn't feel like they should roll like that. Because when I saw these long tracks, I was like, maybe they're a little fast. But I have to look at it from the conveyor belt. That's going to be crazy in a fast tempo. Imagine that pattern, like 4 or 5 patterns at the same time. That's going to be awesome. Okay. So I draw the limit and 13-hour workday. Always disappointed when I think I'm going to finish something the same day and then I don't do it. But I'm a big time optimist. Even though I didn't manage to finish it, I'm trying to be actually really happy about how cool this is. I absolutely love it. This is kind of stiff. It's not so bendable. I think the previous version was a little bit more bendable thanks to the brittleness up here. I don't know if it's going to be an issue. Might have to take out some material here on the backside. It's 18mm thick. We only need 5 or so. Welding fixture, make it bendable, fit it, and then do the final slow motion test tomorrow. See you then. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I made 2 pepperonis. One go here and one go there. Oh, this design is so much nicer. I'm also gambling a little bit. There's not an outer edge here, a fence on the outside. I never see this marble escaping over the edge. That was my answer.